So yeah, I'm an artist. I really, really, really enjoy it. It's probably the best part of my day whenever I'm working on something. I mean, it's really more like playing than actually working. And since I'm not making a whole lot of money off of it, it really is like playing. But the thing is, I'm doing it now, not for money. I'm doing it because I love to express myself. I love to be able to say things with my work. For example, this is a reliquary to Saint Normally. My mother's name was Norma Lee, and this is sort of a tribute to her. That's a lot of hot glues and jewelry, kiddos. But, you know, a leprechaun like me, all those jewels, whether they're real or not, they are still me Lucky Charms. I had a very, very vivid dream the other day. For the past 20 years or so, I have been able to not have nightmares. I mean, when I go to sleep, if I'd have a nightmare, I'd just make sure that in the dream, it would go away. And I thought that was a healthy coping mechanism, but I don't really see how it could be, And then past 3 or 4 years, I really haven't dreamed at all, except for 2 or 3, which turned out to be kind of prophetic. So I knew they were kind of important because I remembered them. Well, the other day, I decided, hey, I'm going to sleep. And I slept for 2 days, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. It was wonderful. And in this dream, I had a very vivid scene about this place where they were like, yeah, I'm kind of cat obsessed, like the lady on the eHarmony or whatever video. But I just want to take them all and put them in baskets and put little bow ties. Anyway, this is called Transmutation of a Nightmare. Basically, it was a dream about this place. It was kind of scary, and I'm not sure what was going on there, but they were doing animal testing, hurting animals, things like that. And above it, in the sky, and it was really scary, but I went with it. In the dream, I went ahead and said, okay, I'm going to face this, or whatever. And in the dream, I looked up, and there was this gigantic Buddha cat in the sky wearing rainbow kind of colored clothing. It was sort of like a rainbow, actually, just around the cat. This is my representation, though. And, it sort of put me in the idea that nightmares help you face things. So, I'm trying to learn to go right up to nightmares and straight up, face them right off the bat. I'm working with a lot of cardboard now because I'm trying to do a lot of recycled projects. I mean, I want to try to take as many things that would be thrown away and maybe, do something with them, make them into art, make them worth something again, because I think my art is worth something. I really do. I enjoy what I do. This one is called 1212. You kind of get the central message right there, I think, maybe. I do a lot of paper mache. These are some flying monkeys because, hey, every witch needs some flying monkeys to send out when things get kind of tough. I don't send mine out to necessarily do anything harmful, but, when I'm not around, who knows what they do, right? This is my angel of self-love. Basically, it represents my desire to love myself more, and now that I've had my awakening, it's really kind of spooky how alive she is. Not in a bad way, but I truly do love this piece, and I love myself, but I love her. So I guess, I love myself, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think we all need to do a little more of that, don't you? Pardon the mess. I haven't made my bed, but, nobody's in it with me, so why should I bother, huh? It's my bed. I'll do what I want. But I had I'm very, very into Egyptian things. Like these pyramids, for example. You put a votive in them, not a real one, but, well, it's real, but a battery operated. But see, I had painted this mural on a cheap dollar store tablecloth for my, bedroom here. And then I found out I don't know if you've ever heard of star seeds, but they're kind of cool. It's the idea that people have reincarnated from different galaxies throughout the universe on this planet. And, I was fascinated by the subject, and it was talking about lyrans. Apparently, lyrans, like cats, have a fondness for ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, Mesoamerica, a lot of the places, ancient cultures. And so I'm sitting there reading this and surrounded by cats and looking up at these pyramids. So that kind of was like, okie dokie, yeah, maybe I'm a Lyran. I also have a fondness for Day of the Dead. I have come in contact with Santa Muerte. I love Santa Muerte. She really taught me a lot of things. She was the first actual spirit, the first being from the other realm that I was able to get answers from. And I know I talked to her, God, 30 years ago when my mother passed away. Before my mother passed away, I had this, I was walking home because my car had broken down and I was trying to get to a phone that was about a mile and a half away at a shopping center. And I got to the shopping center and was walking and I totally blanked. I just wasn't there. And I knew something had talked to me. I knew it was something very important, but I didn't know what it was about. It was a couple of weeks later, my mom passed away in front of me. She had a heart attack. I woke up that morning and she came into my room screaming, Sean, Sean, and then she just died right in front of me. It was kind of harsh. Later, when I talked to Santa Muerte, I realized she was the one that had held me. She basically had held my hand, had held on to me and said, look, it's transformation. You're going to be okay. It's hard and it hurts, but you'll live through it. Then when I consciously acknowledged her presence, it was like talking to an old friend. And I'm very, very grateful to Santa Muerte. I mean, without Santa Muerte, I never would have gotten to this place in my awakening. And so, I have a tendency to really do a lot of, artwork that focuses on her. In fact, here's her lechuza. Well, I mean, it's normally just an owl. This is a lechuza. I call it the lechuza of Albany, Texas. I lived there for a couple of years. I won't say anything about the town, but there was a little local legend there, and I just thought it was really cool. And so I sort of incorporated him into it. And like you can take the back of his head off, and there's also one of those votives that you can fit in the back, and his eyes glow. It's really cool. But that is Eldus, God of the Winds. In my path to self-discovery, I've done a lot of self-portraiture. This is the artist in the time of the plague. This is, 2019, 2020, when things started going the way they're going now. And I'm glad they're going the way they are now, but, they were talking about, at one point I'd read something about bat DNA mixed with snake DNA, blah, blah, blah. So here I am, trusty old me in my backyard with my hatchet and my 40-ounce blue raz. Hey, maybe I could get a deal with the blue raz. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say the company because maybe they would be mad at me instead of being, like, oh, cool, that's cool. You're a cool guy. Yeah, we love you drinking our blue raz. Still reserved. This is Daddy Zeus giving me inspiration. Always also had a very big fondness for Greek myths and God. Oh, I just, except for, I don't want to piss hair off or anything, but I would love it if Zeus, said, hey, boy, you're kind of cute. I may be 58 years old, but, compared to Zeus, I'm kind of young, I guess. And I use a lot of found materials. That's a hubcap off of I don't know what it was off of. I'm thinking like some kind of forklift. And then some fish scales that I actually found at the, along the river where I walk. It's actually a creek, Holiday Creek here in Wichita Falls. That right there are some mussel shells for the tail, but that one is called, well, of course his moon's in Pisces, because my moon's in Pisces. And I'm fairly proud of this one also. This is a two-part piece on cardboard because, like I say, I'm trying to do a lot of, reclamation work. This is called 1313. If you know 13 Corinthians 13:13, then you'll know exactly. Okay, I'll go ahead and leave you with some of these paper mache pieces I've done here. Hey, Wotai, what's up? I enjoy my art. I enjoy making things and doing it, and it's a process of it that's more fun than anything. It's just something I love, and I also like to make a lot of boxes, some Loteria boxes, and of course the biggest work of art of all, me, Well, I am a work of art because I'm working on myself. I know we all are. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little insight into what I am, who I am. I'm an artist. I love it. Okay, see you later. Bye. Oh, I Scream of Genie.